If I were the first to see you fly, would you come back to Earth after you've made love to the sky? Peace and blessings, family. My name is Diana Rise, and I'm just going to be chit chatting with you again for a little bit. Yesterday, we talked about the good old days. We looked at the good old days, and here I am today again. I promised that I was going to do a part two, and it was because it was so interesting. You know, you all made it very, very interesting for me yesterday. So here I am again, and I really love our conversation. Yesterday we had, well, today I'm dressed in my clothes to run, but I came out late, so the sun was out and it was too hot, so I decided, no, I'm just going to sit here. I did do my exercise yesterday, and then I went to the gym last night too, so please make sure that you are doing these things, taking care of your number one, right, which is you. Okay, so again today, like, remember I told you I don't like social media, but here I am again. I'm out here sitting here feeding the content sucking monster, which is the media. You're saying, but why are you feeding the media? I guess because I feel like I have a story to tell, and you feel like you want to hear what I'm saying. So everybody, we all have a point to prove, right? But I still do miss the good old days. They were beautiful, and we did say that. My friend Saeed, good morning to you. We had a very good conversation, and you say that the good old days to you were good because they were really good. And I do believe that, you know, and that's true. It wasn't because they were old. The old just, it comes as a time of age or with age, you know, but all in all, it is because they were good and the good things about them and in them. That is what we missed. So today I'm just going to touch on a few little points. One of the things I remember, it was that when we were growing up, do you remember that one house that always has a television? You didn't have any the year, but just this one house, and you have to make sure that on Saturday mornings or Saturday evenings, you make sure that you take your what to the, like in Jamaica. People used to say you can't come into the house, you know, with your dirty foot and stuff like that. Of course, just to practice that. So little children, if you're all playing, you always make sure that you wash your foot. For those who didn't have shoes and stuff like that, you know, you always make sure you wash off the dirt off your feet before you go into people's house, you know, because I don't know, I'm throwing little things in there. For example, those of you who know, who remember, my friend, my maroon blood, he said to me, Diana, what do you know about the good old days? I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, so I asked him, I said, hey, do you remember when we used to use that wax to rub on your floor and use a coconut brush to shine it? Man, when you go in people's house back in the day when I was a child, the floor used to be red and shine. If you drop you could see your face in it. You could put all your makeup in those floors. I'm telling you. I don't know for what America used to do, but back in the day, that's how we used to do it, and it was so beautiful. So when it's time to go to people's house to watch television, you have to make sure that your feet were clean, and if it's dirty, you have to go outside and wash it off. Yeah, you wash your feet off and dry it off before you come inside and sit down. Everybody just pack up around this one box television, you know. You sit down and you're watching the cartoon. Tarzan, you remember Tarzan? You remember Alvin and the Chipmunks? You remember Thunder? Those things, and all the Ring Ding in Jamaica used to do. Go there Saturday to watch Ring Ding. It was so beautiful, and the thing about it is that the genuineness of those things that made us hunger for those things. It's not so much that you want to go back to sitting in people's house and watching television, but it's just the essence of friendship, of true friendship, and the value of family that we had then. It was so real that when you look at it now, it pales, it shines pale to what it was then, and that's what we missed about the good old days. So yeah, so those were some of the things that I do miss, and I'm sure for you, what did you miss about, you know, in that time? And if you had at an age that you could go back in time, at what age would you go back and what would you do? Say for example, you know, like now you're an adult and you have your kids, but you love your kids now, you love them and you wouldn't give them up for anything, but your relationship is bad. Let's say you had a bad marriage, you don't know, you just have bad marriage. But if you were to be able to go back in time, right, and you want to keep your kids, would you still make the same decision to choose that partner that didn't work out for you, but now you know, would you still make the decision to go through all the turmoil of that relationship just to bring the kids into this time and age, this day and age that you now like? Would you do it? Hold on, I hate these things and they just come up and talking. Right? Would you do it? So that is one question I'd like you to answer for me. All the trials and tribulation that you went through then to get to where you are, would you still do it when you think of the results? Because that's why I know some people would go back in time and they would still make the same mistake. If you call it a mistake, some people might call it a lesson. You know, what do you call it? If the results are great for you, would you still make them? Would you still go back in time to make them so as to keep the result? A very, very important question I'd like for you to answer for me. And also, what I was talking again? Okay, and then I want to talk also about how you used to meet people, because my friend Saeed and I were talking about how you meet people then versus now. And you know, you used to go to the bus stop in the morning to take your bus to work, and you would see this person, you could eye the person, you could hear of the person, their conversation to know if they use curse word. You could know if this person, you know, you could see how they dress, and then you could get a whole lot of information about this one person. You would always make sure if you like the person, you'd go there. Like say you met them on 7:30 in the morning, you always make sure that you catch there at 7:30 in the morning to see the person. And if you get there late, you're like, you know, I didn't see this person, you missed the person. So you're actually living out a life in your own mind with this person before you even meet. And then that's also a good way to kind of size up the person, make an assessment of the person to decide that if this person does say something to you, you already know, oh, he's a smoker, oh, he's a cursor, oh, he's that. You hear their conversation and you listen to what they're talking about with their friends, and it's always a good way. That's why I love the olden days. It has some hiccups here and there, but this one is not without hiccups, you know. Because like for now, I see my neighbors, they're next door to me. I only know the ones that are to my right and to my left and the one in front of me, but I could be on the street and these people see me, or I see them and don't even know that they are my neighbors. That's the bad thing about this thing, but back in the day, everybody look out for everybody. Now it's the I culture, it's a me culture. You know, it's not a community like it used to be. And maybe if I was in Jamaica or if I was in Africa, maybe all of this social media stuff, it wouldn't really matter, because you have dialogue and you have meaningful relationship and meaningful friendship. So back like I was talking about, you know, if you go to the bus stop and you meet someone, especially if you have a guy already, and the guy would come up to you and say, hey, nice lady, you know, can I take your bag for you? Can I help you to hold your bag or whatever? And if he's trying to check you up, chat you up and stuff, if we spoke in poetry, and like if you already have a guy, this is what you'd say to them. So this is from my book, The Conqueror's Quest. This poem is called New to Me. It's not that you love me, it's just that I'm new and like new things. You want to have me fascinated by me. You want to try me. If I were a shirt, you'd like to buy me and wear me to dinner so your friends could eye me. Nostalgia, strange anomaly, novelty, set free your anomaly. It's not that you love me, it's just that you are new. Yes, I like new things too, but unlike you, I'm resolute. I don't take every train, I know my route. Your right caught my eyes, I won't dispute, but I refuse to be your new recruit. There's my lucky fella, under that umbrella. We've seen some stormy weather, but he pledged to leave me never. 10 years later, he still waits for me, open doors for me, plans a date with me. See, my old love is still brand new to me. And that is what you would say to a guy at the bus stop that you meet him if we spoke in poetry and you have your guy, you know, or if you have your woman to go home to. That's what you would say. So if you like this, don't forget to check me out at www.16barsproduction.com. This book is in PDF and it is in paperback just like it is. And I'm also still working on the audio version, and there's another beautiful book that I have coming up for children, so gear up, it's gonna be fun. All right, and don't forget to, when you go to 16 Bars Production, check out my music, Diana Wright. We have great music there. Check out Imara's music, check out Gumbe Culture's music, check out Chachi's music, check out Michael Hill. We have lots and lots of things there, and we're doing more, and we keep building. All right, so salute to you, blessings and love always. Okay, bye-bye.